everybody want to learn English, but they don't have time to learn it. People are like, I have to learn English, but I don't have time. Like, they have to go their office, their college, and they have a lot of work to do. And people think that they have to and people think that they need to give separately 2 to 3 hours to learn English. So first of all, in my opinion, I don't think that you need to give any extra time to learning English. And you can create a whole lifestyle, you can create a whole environment by your day, in your day, that you don't need to make any extra time, you don't need to make any separate time to learn English. Okay, so in this video I'm going to tell you that how can you create a whole lifestyle of English, so you don't need to make any extra time or any extra effort to learn English. Okay, so people often complain that, ma'am, we don't have time, we are so busy, and by for learning English we need to give it 2 to 3 hours, we need to learn all the grammar, all the rules, and we have to read. This is so boring, and even we don't have time. Okay, I have a solution for you. Everything that you are doing in your day-to-day life, please switch it with English one. Like, if you are reading newspaper, you are reading books, and everything that you are doing in your daily life, please switch it with English. Okay, so as you are reading newspaper in your mother language or in any language that you like, please switch it with English one. You are reading books, and here, like, we all know that reading is essential, reading has a lot of benefits, but I'm not saying you to read English books, like books that are related to English learning, that are related to any grammar or any pronunciation or any grammatical rules. I'm not suggesting you that books, like maybe you have no interest in these books, you can read any book, any self-help book, any self-growth book, any mindset book, any book that you like. Please try to read a book, and we all are doing these things. Okay, in our daily life routine, we are reading something, we are doing so many activities. So I'm just telling you to switch all these activity into English one. Okay, so as I told you that read English newspaper, then you can switch your books with English one. And we people are so much into internet, and the thing is, there are several benefits of internet, we all know, but use it as your game changer in English. We are doing so many things on our phones or internet, we are watching so many stuff, like music, like movies, dramas, series. Please start watching them in English. Okay, we all do it, like in our daily life routine, um, we are always watching something, we are always watching something, we are always listening something, so you can switch them with English. If you are watching movies, please watch English movies. If you are watching any series, please watch English series. So everything that you are doing in Hindi language or what is your mother language, please switch everything to English. Like, this is the best thing. So because I know people don't have separate time, as we go to our colleges, our works, our office, we have time, so it is very difficult to make time to learn. Okay, but you can change your whole lifestyle, you can indulge things into English, you can indulge yourself into English. These things are going to happen. Okay, and I know that most of the people are here not for any grammatical rules, they don't want to know any grammatical rules, they all are just want to speak English, because we know that it has a different standard, like speaking English has a different standard in our society. So most of the people, and like everyone wants to speak English, so people's main aim is to speak English. Then you can just indulge yourself, you can just create everything by consciously, like you can consciously change, you don't need to make any separate time. Consciously make a decision to switch everything with English, with in your hobbies, like in music, in movies, or in reading any book or reading any newspaper, when you use any social media app, when you use any internet. We are into so many stuff, we are watching so many stuff. Just start watching everything in English. This is so simple. Okay, and literally just give yourself at least 1 month. Okay, just give a 1 month to yourself, and by making a conscious decision, change everything into English. Like everything that I told you, change everything into English, and then after 1 month you will realize that you have changed, things has changed, and you are so much into English. If you are watching everything in English, you are reading everything in English, you are reading newspaper, you are listening music, uh, you are just surrounded by English, you will, by the end of the month, you will realize that seriously I made something, I made a growth. Because this is what we gave to our mind. Okay, if we are feeding our brain with so much English, we are just giving the environment of English, obviously it will absorb, our mind will absorb all the English, and our brain will use English in any conversation. Things will become easy for us. Okay, so people who are just so busy, just make a conscious decision to change everything with English, and after 1 month you will surely realize that things has changed for you, and you are so much into English, and English is not that much hard.